Exciting. So we're going to be hooking Bullet Truck up to the new 79. Have a look at this day. It's going to be warm out there today. What we'll do first is we'll layer up the airbags. We'll put about 45 psi in them. We get to tow the 3 ton today. So Nicholas here, he's going to guide me on to the trailer. So we haven't got the camera fitted up yet.
Get back a bit. Back a bit. Stop.
Perfect?
Yep, perfect.
Well done. Let's find out the sag. So this is going to be about 300 kilos where I've got the car on. So it's 540. Hopefully it doesn't sag more than 70 mil. But we'll need a jack to get the jack out.
A jack to get the jack out. That sounds
Alright.
different.
I didn't feel like it sagged that much. Is that on? What do we say, 540?
Might feel a little bit like a trampoline, but...
So that's 480. That's 60 mil. We've got 60 mil sag with 300 kilos. 45 psi in the airbags. It feels absolutely amazing. You can tell that extra ton just on sort of takeoff, but we're still in normal mode. I'm in drive and I'm not in the power haul mode. So we'll just see at these lights, we're in amongst the traffic. Now with the old manual, we would lag behind. So you can see there, I'm keeping up with that traffic easily. That's 3 ton on the back. And it's effortless, look at that. There's no way the V8 manual in stock form, or even the grey one that I had 700 Newton meters going through that motor. The test we'll see just now is coming out of the M5 tunnel, that slight incline where we would always have to go back a few gears. So here we are in the M5 tunnel approaching the incline out. So we can see sitting in probably top gear there, 80, at just over 1700. We're still on the flat. Now with the manual, I would gear down at the bottom, obviously, because we know that we don't have the grunt in top gear to be pulling up and holding 80k. It's going to be interesting to see what the revs do as well when it does gear back. I'm expecting it to at least go back to 4th. You can see the incline starting now. So it's gone back 1 gear. Now I'm going to try and hold the speed limit. All right, we need to pass. Yeah, that's doing it so much easier. The revs didn't really go more than 3,000 to this point. Okay, this is the big gear down now. Waiting for it. No, it's holding whatever gear it's in, it's holding. That's way better than the stock V8. So this is the transition period from 80 to 100. So normally I'd really be pushing in 4th here, but as you can see, it's slowly coming up. I haven't put my foot down yet properly. It's down now, so it's starting to pick up now. I mean, that's amazing. It didn't really gear down and do a big rev change. Wow, it just feels so effortless. And hopefully it shows us that at the Bowser. But for me, the towing capability of this thing, that's worth the purchase price. Now I know that it's not a V8, it doesn't have that rumble. And when we do go through country towns now, it's going to be like we're sneaking through without that rumble of the V8. I mean, heads won't turn anymore. Now for towing, whatever Toyota's done, they've done it right. Another cool test, this is the bridge that goes over the Georges River. So you can see on the other side, it's a massive hill. Now it's an 80k zone. Again, with the V8, I struggle up this. Let's see if we can hold 80k in the auto. And we're going to have to pull out to pass, but we're probably going to have to pull back in. So we're just a tad over 80. Got the foot quite firmly down now, and it hasn't geared down yet. We're easily holding the speed limit. I would have gone down already. That's amazing. I think that's only gone back to 5th, and it's 83 kilometers an hour, and we're at the top. Amazing. So I've backed off, still holding the speed limit, and it's gone back into top gear. Now, we couldn't tow the comp truck out without having a wheel and meeting up with a couple of mates. So for those of you that follow our rock crawling content, this episode's coming up soon. So please subscribe for notifications of our new video. Hey, your lights are still working.
Oh, man.
But hang on, there's a bit of change from that purchase. Here you go. So this is your chicken track. Have a look at it. Look at that, that's where it's wrapped.
Just a little bit more.
Blue paint, blue paint. Where else? Blue paint. Oh yeah, look, grey paint. Oh, is it the same shade? Hang on. Stick it on. Mum won't know.
A little bit right. Drive it, drive it, drive it, drive it, drive it.
Was that new?
Yeah, that's new.
Jump out and have a look. It looks cool.
All right, we want to see fuel figures. So we want to know, what are the fuel numbers? Towing that 3 ton. Wow, 1,460 kilometers already. So it's going back to Toyota in a few days for that complimentary 1,000k check. So in that 1,460, we've basically towed the heavyweight, the lightweight, we've done some off-road testing. We've sort of had a little bit of everything in those kilometers. But this tank here, 211.8 kilometers. So let's juice her up. $35.6 litres. 211.8 divided by 35.6 equals. So that's 5.94 kilometers per 1 litre. So close enough to 6. So we're just a tad over 16.5 litres per 100. I'm pretty happy with that. That's actually not that much more than when we were towing the Jayco around. That's pretty amazing considering Shell's Fortuna used purely as a shopping trolley running around town. The average fuel consumption on this 2.8 is around the 12.7. Now it doesn't fluctuate much, and that's us clearing it every time I juice it up. Now, a couple of handy things with this new model. There's actually a plug now in the kick panel on the driver's side where you can get power for your camera. But in my example, radio's still got to come out because I like to have the override switch where I can turn the camera on when I'm not in reverse. And this time we've actually put in a nice switch. It's got a light on it and it fits in the factory hole. Now, what we've struggled with, and we actually failed in the attempt, is to fit the alarm. So what I got told was it's the same alarm that's in the previous model. But what we failed to find, and we looked where it is in the previous model, under the speaker on the driver's side, is the central locking module. Now, we couldn't find it anywhere. But we'll have to leave that one for the next time we pull this dash apart. Now, the location that we put the previous camera on the 21 model was off to the side. And as you can see here through the screen, the footage of the tow ball, it's kind of a little bit obscure. You can't really get the articulation you need when you're reversing back in a straight line to hook up to a trailer. So with this one, we made sure that the spare tire can come out. We've put the camera plumb with the tow bar, and with this new camera, we've actually got the lines. So a lot better and a lot more shell friendly. Getting used to the Apple CarPlay. Now, we've got Waze on this, so what I'm going to do next time we drive is actually check that the speedo is accurate to the tyres. Also found the location of the gearbox breathers, so we'll have to get them extended before our upcoming run. So the next episode, we'll see the 2.8. It'll be fully loaded, 3 bikes on the back, caravan will be chock-a-block, and we'll be heading down to our annual trip on the Jewel River. Now, they've had a lot of rain down here, so it should be a good test whether we're taking the high road, which is all low range, steep mountains, or the rivers, which will be quite full of water. I'm excited. I'm excited to drive down to Araluen in the new car, get it out in the bush, for a long period. We'll probably be covering a couple of thousand Ks on that trip. So again, we'll have more fuel consumption numbers, and then of course, a heap of footage of whatever we get up to. So I hope you enjoyed this. It towed 3 ton, so easy. And as always, thanks for watching.